It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming, but who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself for a worthy cause, who, at the best, knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who, at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who knew neither victory nor defeat. Theodore Roosevelt.
For 28 years, Mayor Stephen R. Reed has been the public face of the city of Harrisburg, in good times and in bad. He is the man in the arena, as well as a reflection of the heart and soul of the city of Harrisburg. It is rare to find an individual willing to give so much of himself to his job, particularly a job in public service. He has made the city of Harrisburg his life's work. For those of us who have been around Harrisburg for a few years, we believe we have heard that back in 1982, when Steve Reed became mayor, Harrisburg was the second most distressed city in the country, behind only East St. Louis. Something we snicker about when we hear it. But nevertheless, Steve Reed knows it's important to know where we have been that helps us determine where we are going. We have come far since 1982. The city of Harrisburg has made a remarkable transformation under Mayor Reed. The productive use of City Island, the rebirth of the downtown with new office buildings, life after 5 p.m. on vibrant Restaurant Row, investments both public and private throughout the city totaling over $4.4 billion. Private sector investment is as much an investment in Mayor Reed as it is in the city, given his track record for nearly 3 decades now. Steve Reed is a man of grand ideas. And let's be honest, some ideas have been better than others. But as Theodore Roosevelt also said in simpler words, the only man who never makes a mistake is a man who never does anything. For all the grand ideas and focus on bricks and mortar we know as downtown Harrisburg today, Mayor Reed has been a tireless champion for both educating our young people and encouraging the next generation of leaders. For as steel and concrete are key components for the foundations of Harrisburg's great buildings, education and young leaders are the foundation for Harrisburg's future. He was given control of the Harrisburg School District by the General Assembly and has worked to improve both the environment and the quality of education in the school district. While challenges still remain with the Harrisburg School District, progress is being made, changing a self-serving culture to a nurturing culture for children to learn and reach their potential from pre-K through senior high. Steve Reed's commitment to young people and young leaders hasn't stopped at the Harrisburg School District. The recent dedication of the Harrisburg University Tower in downtown Harrisburg and support for Harrisburg Area Community College's Midtown campus reflects his belief in economic foundations of higher education for students and community alike. Perhaps it's the increasingly distant memories of his own success as a young leader in Harrisburg, as a member of the General Assembly, a county commissioner, and elected mayor in his early 30s that kindles a fire for the development of our next generation of leaders for our capital city. By championing organizations such as the Harrisburg Regional Chamber and CREDIC and the Harrisburg Young Professionals, he has encouraged the participation of the private sector in becoming champions for the city while cultivating the next generation of leaders.
I think that Harrisburg University, the HAC Midtown campus, Messiah Institute in Harrisburg, having those institutions located in downtown Harrisburg, I think contributes to brain gain. We have tried in Harrisburg Young Professionals to get away from using the phrase brain drain, because we want to see it as the glass half full, not half empty.
The city is growing and it creates a lot of opportunity. So wherever there's good opportunity, that's where you're going to find small business owners trying to compete in that market. I believe that the city has a lot of opportunity for new business as well to come in and grow their business from the standpoint of not only retail, manufacturing, but the construction side, which is where I'm involved mostly. So that's makes a lot of sense for a company to come in and target a city like Harrisburg to do work.
And it's exciting to me, and it's in fact one of the reasons that I decided to settle here.
If we don't have the support of the mayor, organizations like the African American Chamber of Commerce of Central Pennsylvania, the Harrisburg Regional Chamber, I mean, great opportunities for people to network. There are a lot of young professionals, a lot of energy in this city, but I mean, you need to have support from your local government in order to get things done.
But if we didn't have the support from the mayor and the city of Harrisburg, really we couldn't function. We need to be working together with similar goals, and because the city handles sort of the bigger picture issue, Harrisburg Young Professionals, we deal with the people. It is the young professionals. We're trying to get people to want to live in the city, to want to play in the city, to spend their money there, and give them a reason to stay and not leave.
A lot of the people who are involved in HYP and who are active on the committees that I mentioned will someday be the leaders of the city's business community and civic community and possibly its government. And so from a succession and fiduciary standpoint, it's important for the city and its stakeholders to help cultivate that talent in HYP's membership.
You really can't ever fully achieve success unless you're not afraid to fail. And sometimes it takes a little, you have to try a few things here and there, and you have to be willing to fail in order to eventually be successful.
Tough part about being the mayor is that you make some people happy, but you know, some people not so happy. So you do have to push the envelope, and you do have to think outside the box. And I think the mayor's done a great job. He's been here for a long time, and I think he's done a lot of great things for the city of Harrisburg.
I think Mayor Reed, vision and leadership and commitment to making Harrisburg a great place had a lot to do with the transformations that have occurred.
Mayor Reed seems to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
As we near the end of the first decade of the 21st century, the city of Harrisburg has come far since 1982, and much of the credit is due to the hard work and vision of Mayor Steve Reed. But much more work remains, and in these difficult economic times, the challenges are greater for cities throughout our nation. Here to report on the state of the city of Harrisburg, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Honorable Stephen R. Reed.